Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to episode number 36 of the Expert Calamity Mod Let's Play series. So there's probably something you immediately notice. Some things look a bit different, and it's because I realize I've made quite the mess up, in terms of the mod. So the version I was using for this entire series is actually almost a year old. So, obviously a lot has changed in 1 year with the mod, and a lot of that is textures. So you can see over here there's a lot of textures that definitely are different. And the NPCs, as you can see, also sell, they sell some cool stuff. Like, this really would have helped me out, you know, during the series and stuff, but a lot has definitely changed, I guess, you know, in the update. So, I'm not sure how long some of this stuff has been like this, and how, I don't know. But, I'm pretty sure, more importantly, there's definitely been some changes to the armor and the weapon damage. So you can see we have 160 defense. I'm pretty sure in last episode we didn't have 160 defense. And I'm pretty sure we also have less life than we did before. And then this is really the big difference. So even if we put this fire gauntlet on like we had before, this only does 217 damage, and the Terraria does 165 with the fire gauntlet. Without it, it does 154 and 203. I'm pretty sure when I had this mod on before, or like in last episode, this did like almost 500, and this was like borderline 200 still, but this one definitely was different. So, and I'm sure this one too, I'm pretty sure this is like 50 damage less than before as well. So there's definitely some changes, maybe not for the best with the mod, but I guess we'll have to just kind of live with it because there's really nothing we can do about it. But I just still think it's kind of crazy that I didn't realize that the mod is that outdated. So I kind of apologize for that. But anyways, today I don't have any specific plan. I was going to try some bosses. And I'm just going through these chests right now looking at the differences. I was going to try some different bosses, you know, just to test things out and whatnot. And we've been on this boss, where is it? The Providence. We've been on that for a while, so we kind of need to do that. But before we can even challenge the Providence, we have to defeat the Profane Guardians. Now, lucky for us, though, with the change I was just talking about with the NPCs, let me go find the right one. I know one of the NPCs actually does sell the Profane Shard that we need. There it is. So, ooh, 10 platinum. And how do you make this normally? Profane Shard. We make this with 15 Unholy Essence and 3 Luminite bars. Honestly, I'd say we actually just make that straight up with the resources, because 10 platinum is it's a hefty amount. And we definitely have some Luminite, I hope. Yeah, we definitely have some Luminite. So I'm actually going to attempt to make 2 of these summoners. So let me get 6 bars out like so. And then, oh man, I don't even, see, the problem is I don't know where some of this stuff is now, because I don't know what it looks like, because it's changed completely, but I did find it. Let me go down to the anvil here, and we have 2 Profane Shards. So it says it can only be used during the daytime. And I'm pretty sure this is the one we still have to do in the underworld. So I'm going to go down to our arena we made last time, and we'll see how everything turns out. Baffles me how slow we are compared to how fast we were before. Like, look how long it takes us to actually accelerate. But more importantly, look how slow we are in the air. Now, I'm sure this is much faster than still vanilla Terraria. But, like, I was used to going really, really fast with these things, so it's definitely a big change. And that thing just got killed really quickly, so I guess that apparently they maybe nerfed these, like, Unholy Essence spawner guys. I don't know. I did bring potions with me, I'm not going to use it on the actual profane thing here, because I just don't think I need it for that. At least I hope I don't. But I will definitely need it for the stronger version, which I'm, for some reason, blanking on the name. But anyways, let me go ahead, fill those blocks back in, and let's just, oh yeah, daytime. Make it daytime, and then let's just go ahead and summon these guys in. They only have 27k health, which definitely seems to be, if I'm remembering correctly, that's actually lower than last time. One of them's almost down already. One of them's been defeated. That's cool. And I think I just, wow, I just got like a platinum from that. That's crazy. But if I do remember though, once I kill one of these guys, there's like some whole other stage, so it's definitely not, yeah. Now we have to defeat the Profane Guardian. He only has 128k health, and I just realized he doesn't show up on the map, so there's actually really no point of having that up there. And the Teratoma, now I haven't actually used this, so I'm not sure if they've buffed or nerfed the healing on the Teratoma. It seems like they've nerfed it, because I'm going up really slow right now, like really slow. So I'm just going to assume they've nerfed the Teratoma, which is a bit disappointing, that's for sure. Because the Teratoma used to be really, really good for healing. Like, yeah, I see, I'm getting healed for 0. What's up with that? Okay, well anyways, we've defeated one of these guys, which gave us the Profane Core, and we also got 8 platinum from that. That's, wow. Okay. So, I have 1 Profane Core, and I'm going to do another one of these guys, because, I'm not expecting it, to do this guy first try, so I kinda want to have 2 of them, so that I can try again. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and fight the rest of this off camera, because you've seen this fight 3 times now on the series, so yeah, I'll get back to you when I hopefully have defeated him and not died. That was really easy. I almost got hit like 0 times. That was actually really cool. So I think I've started to learn the way of the, whatever bosses that was, the Profane Guardians or whatever. But we now have 2 Profane Cores, and this is the boss fight that really is tough. Like, it was definitely tough last time. So I'm going to turn it to night so that we can start, like, as soon as day starts, because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he had a lot, like, a lot of health. So we're definitely going to need all the time we can get here. But I'm just going to go ahead, turn it like that, buff up, and boom. We are going to get into this. So, I also read up on the wiki about this boss, and I found out that there's a stage he does in which he summons some sort of green tornado type thing. I'm not sure what you would call it, or, you know, what it is, but he summoned some sort of green tornado, it said, and it said that you actually want to stand in the green tornado because it heals you. Number one, I'm up for any healing I can get, that's for sure. Oh boy, this is not... I don't know what just happened there, but that was not doing good. Okay, we're still getting a bit murked. Now, oh man, those things on the ground are nasty. Okay, yeah, when he's in this mode, we were supposed to go into some green tornado, but I don't see any green tornado, so I'm not exactly sure what that's talking about. Yeah, we're down to 296 health, and this is crazy. There's so many things, like, out in the air. That's really the problem, is all these little tiny projectiles. And then the things on the ground makes it even worse. We have 4 seconds until we can heal 1. Gotta heal in, but we're still doing not good. That's, yeah. He's only down to half right now, and we're on the edge right now, I can tell you that. So I think what we're actually going to need to do is probably use, or bring one of the Life Force potions. I know we only have 1, but honestly, like, if we can't get past this boss, I'm not sure what we're going to do, because we kind of need to get past this boss, right? Like, it's not some optional boss. This is kind of important. So, we are gaining some health, that's for sure. I was shooting those Profane Guardians, those guys right there, and they were giving me some life, but I'm still running into this guy. See, I think, honestly, the problem is, number one, our arena is pretty small because this guy is absolutely massive. And I think our second problem is we don't know his patterns. So, I've talked about, like, stun locks and stuff before, how you can just, like, you can just pretty much go the whole fight without getting hit, right? Because you know when they're going to shoot and you know where they're going to shoot. But the problem with this boss is I've not really challenged this much at all. I've done this boss, this is my second time now, right? My second time doing this boss in a long time. So, I don't necessarily know all of his attacks, which it does not help because I just kind of run into things like that. So, I definitely think the key to defeating this boss not only is obviously getting more potions, stronger stuff, blah blah blah, but I think it's also just doing him multiple times just to kind of get a feel for what he is, basically, if that makes sense. Now the Teratoma, I'm not sure if the Teratoma is healing me right now, or what's healing me, but I am getting absolutely destroyed. I was doing pretty good for a while there. I was actually getting, like, I was getting good health, I wasn't getting hit much, and then it seems like we've gone back to this thing where I'm just getting constantly murked. I want those Profane Guardians back. He's down to 55k. I just realized we might actually want to use this thing to do some damage, but I think right now, I think he's in that thing where he stopped in the, his cocoon or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just gonna stay here. Okay, and then let's try this weapon because this obviously does a lot more. He's at 27k and he's summoning more people in. Oh geez. Okay, let me use the Teratoma here to try and heal against these guys. Not sure if it's gonna work. Okay, so I just realized one thing. He summoned out these little other Profane Guardians basically as a... Oh no. Oh no. 18 seconds on a healing potion and we're at 130. This is gonna get really... Oh, man. This is gonna be a close fight. He's down to 12k. 12k. Boom! Oh my god. Okay, so shrieks are echoing from the dungeon and the calamitous beings and something with bloodstone. Wow, that was honestly a really intense fight, and this is kind of weird. Okay, well, we got a treasure bag, we got an Elysian Aegis, and we got super healing potions. Wow, got some lizard blocks, which is weird to say the least. So let me go ahead and mine these away. Wow, that was really intense. Like, it was hard, but I'd say that's one of my favorite boss fights I think I've ever done in Calamity so far, because that was, wow. Okay, anyways, let me go over what we got here, and I probably should go up to the surface. So, we got some unholy essences. I'm not sure if that's from the boss fight or what. We got an Elysian Aegis, plus 100 max life, increased life regen, 10 defense, grants a supreme holy flame dash, can be used to ram enemies, press N to activate all buffs to damage, crit chance, and defense. What? Activating this buff will reduce your movement speed and increase enemy aggro. Toggle visibility of accessory to enable/disable the dash. So this sounds like a better version of our shield we have. Honestly, this sound... Yeah, see, we can combine these. But honestly, this sounds like a maybe better version of this. I'm not sure. This got plus 50 max life, damage reduction. So let me see here. So we have 830 health. Now we have 880. We still have the dash. But do we still have resistance to knockback? Because I don't know. Oh yeah, grants immunity to knockback. So I'm pretty sure we just want to use this, and if I press N here, what happens? I press N and it's done nothing. So, okay. Well, that's interesting to say the least. Now, we can open our treasure bag here, which, it seems we got a developer's outfit. We got a solar flare, which is a yo-yo of sorts. What does that say? Emits large holy explosion on enemy hits. Okay. And then a molten amputator. Wow, that would probably be really good if you were throwing class, but that's not us. So, let me go ahead and deposit some stuff here. Healing potions, I guess I'll obviously put the super healing potions in there. But yeah, that was kind of exciting. I've done a bit more digging on the wiki, and it seems like right now we are up for a pretty long farming session, because there's some stuff we can get right now that would be what I would call amazing. So, first off, I'm in the biome right now, the Calamity biome or whatever, because there's something, and you just saw it drop there, called Bloodstone that drops, and these haven't been dropping. They only drop now because we just defeated that Providence guy or whatever. But basically what happens is they drop this Bloodstone, and then if you go in here, you can see with 1 Phantoplasm and 5 Bloodstone, you can make 2 Bloodstone Cores. Now, Bloodstone Cores make an armor that appears to be maybe better or maybe not better than our current armor. But more importantly, it makes a yo-yo that does over 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage is what I would call pretty overpowered. And look, enemies that are close to the yo-yo will have their life drained. Like, what? That's yeah, that's crazy. So I'm pretty stoked to get this new stuff, right? Because it's new Calamity stuff, so it's always cool. But you might be asking, how do you get the Phantoplasm? Like, we don't have that. So how do you get that? Well, apparently after we just defeated that guy, there's these things that start spawning in the dungeon, similar to the dungeon spirits called Phantos spirits or something similar to that. And basically what they do is they drop the Phantoplasm, similar to how dungeon spirits drop the ectoplasm. So it's pretty much like a clone of the dungeon spirit, just with different with drops and stuff. But basically, you kill that, you get the Phantoplasm, and boom, you combine that with that, and yeah. But if you look in here, or not here, here, and you click on Phantoplasm, it's actually required for a heck of a lot of things. So, I'm definitely going to have to farm out a pretty decent amount of Phantoplasm at some point. The upgrade to our, or whatever it's called, the boots require that eventually. There's a lot of stuff that requires it, so I'm definitely going to have to farm for it a while. But there's a problem right now, and that's that the enemies just do not spawn. For the amount of stuff I need, like now in the game, there's just not a lot of enemies that actually spawn. So what I think I'm going to end up doing somewhat soon is I'm going to use those one things that multiply the spawn rate at the world by like 1.5 or something. That I think we get this from Moonlord, or maybe Wall of Flesh, I'm not sure. But I'm actually, I think, going to use a few of those because the enemies just, it takes forever to farm out stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, farm out a bunch of Bloodstone, and I'll be back when I'm in the dungeon. We have our first piece of Phantoplasm from the dungeon. We ended up collecting only 20 Bloodstones because it was taking a long time. Oh, and we got another one. Actually, 2. But I also made something else kind of crazy. So, we had this thing in our chest called the Comet Quasher, and it only did like 100 something damage. It wasn't really that impressive. Well, I combined it with 10 Luminite bars, and can you guess how much damage this thing does now? 928. Like, what? Luminite bars? Watch this. Okay, well, actually, it's not really good, apparently, against, like, single-target enemies, but it rains down lunar flares from the lunar flare thing dropped from the Moonlord, but more importantly, it does 928 damage. That's crazy. And this thing, still, just 210 damage, kind of measly. Anyways, I'm going to farm in here for a bit, and then hopefully be back with some cool items. What? What? Poltergeist just summoned. And I have 0 summoning items with me, so I'm not exactly sure how and or why. Now, it appears he has the exact same AI as Plantera. This is so weird. Like, this is so weird. And there goes 5 platinum. But I'm not exactly sure how he just summoned. Now, if we had a bigger arena, I just really like that. That wasn't really that hard. But more importantly, we do have 46 Phantoplasm, and we do have 24 Bloodstones now because those one guys, I'm not remembering their name for some reason, but they actually were dropping Bloodstones, and I just realized we have the Witch Doctor here, so we can finally do stuff with him and not have to go back to sell stuff. The first thing you also may notice, I was talking about this before, he actually sells a lot of summoning things as well, like a portable bulb to summon Plantera. Kind of strange, but either way, let me go ahead and deposit all of this stuff I don't need, and then my platinum so I don't lose it, and then we will go over to here and make ourselves Bloodstone Cores. So we have a whopping 8 Bloodstone Cores. Now, the Lacerator, 980 damage. That's crazy. Now, I wonder though, could we get like a yo-yo bag, right, and have 2 of these things out at the same time? I really want to test this out on an enemy, but I'm not even sure where. I guess I'm gonna go back to the dungeon for now. I'll get back to you in a second. Ah, there he is again. So, I kind of predicted I was gonna farm down here, right? And I'm like, well, if I'm gonna farm, there's probably a chance this guy's gonna come back. So, I went ahead and did myself the favor of mining out this whole area so that if he did summon, we would have at least a better chance at maybe taking him down. So I did that, and it seems like it's definitely working out a lot better in my favor, though he is still damaging me. Now, I was trying out the Lacerator, and I don't think it's actually going to be good against this boss in particular, only because I found the Lacerator is not very good against single target enemies. So, because I don't know how rare this thing is, I'm not even going to try and mess around with it and use the Lacerator, so I'm just going to continually use this thing. And this guy's almost down to half health. Now, I don't know what tier this thing is on the boss list, and I'm not going to look right now, because as I said, I don't want to, you know, miss this opportunity if it's somewhat rare. So I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to concentrate just on this fight here. He is kind of tough, and I'm assuming he's gonna have some sort of crazy phase he'll go into, similar to Plantera's Rage mode. And I'm not honestly looking forward to that, because I'm not doing the greatest right now, and he's not doing anything except shooting at me and just going around in a circle. That stupid spiky ball down there is gonna continually damage me, which is annoying. And I'm hitting just a few stray blocks, which once again is going to possibly hinder me here. Oh man, the lighting in here as well is bad. So, I actually got blinded, and that brings up what I was going to talk about. And man, that spiky ball is what did I just get hit by? Okay, retreat. Oh, crap. Okay, so anyways, what I was going to talk about is that shield I have on. I realized it gives me an extra 50 health and maybe 5 more defense or whatever, but it doesn't include the immunity to all the buffs, or debuffs, rather. Meaning I can get slowed and blinded, and honestly, that alone is enough for me to say, screw you, and put on my other shield, because I can't live with getting blinded and slowed like that. It's honestly really annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back on there. I did get some more Bloodstone while I was down there from those guys again, so I can make 2 more cores, and we still have only 6. We have 88 Phantoplasm though, which is kind of cool. The armor requires a lot of them, so it's definitely going to take a long time to get that, but I'll probably do some farming off camera. But with that being said, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. And I guess I'm just going to put these into ores and then bars. Anyways, as I was saying, that is going to do it for today's episode. It was a bit longer, but we did get a lot done. So hopefully you did enjoy today's episode. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. peace. Oh, wait, one more thing. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at TheFalseDemon. I recommend it because I'm talking to a lot of people right now, helping them out on Terraria with whatever they need. Or if you just like my videos and want to see, you know, maybe some sneak peeks or whatever, definitely go follow me on Instagram. So that, yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.